Okay, Schnibby, we're going to take a look at this Max Pacioretty hit. It reminds me of a time I was playing hockey a long time ago and somebody stopped me on my tracks with a hit, obviously in a non-contact game, but what you don't see is the butt of a person's stick can be protruding from their hand, and that's what happened to me. Despite wearing shoulder pads, I had a cracked rib and 6 weeks of terrible sleep after that. And as the replay comes around here, take a look at Max Pacioretty's hand and the position of his hand as he makes contact. You can't really see it, but perhaps the stick is protruding and there's not a lot of protection under the armpit there. He definitely leaves his feet. And I'm thinking Peeke left with a cracked rib because of this hit. Just look at the hand, look at the stick, and the way he follows through with it and keeps it jammed into him as he jumps off his feet. If you watch a little later in the video, Max Pacioretty's going to get a little payback from Zadorov for this. I'm certain that the incident later on in the game was payback for that. That was not a penalty for some reason. They reviewed it and decided it's not a penalty. However, they decided this was. Coyle knows he made contact with the puck with his stick first, which means that this should not be a penalty. However, he's a gentleman. He accepts it. But watch the replay. This is a perfect defensive play. That's unfortunate for Boston. Nylander took a little bit of a bump there into the boards, but as Toronto gains possession, they begin their nifty and entertaining perimeter play, whatever they do. It's a perimeter possession play. I think they forgot that Austin Matthews is not in the lineup tonight, and they're actually allowed to shoot. Until Nylander remembers. Anyway, kept in beautifully there until Tavares coughs it up. That's a $12 million guy right there. Oh boy. Wonder how much this guy makes. What effort. I would never knock John Tavares for his effort, though. His effort's always good. It's the other three. That I question. I'd like to see a little more of that from people making over $11 million. Little body contact. Maybe not like that, though. However, Pastrnak knows he's coming. You can see Pastrnak take a clear look and turn. And the hit is already coming. I'm not so sure that he could even have avoided it, but it does look like he brings his hands up into the head a little bit late there, and that's a little bit questionable. It's a one weird thing about the NHL these days, though, since, all these new rules. Guys will turn their back when they see a hit coming because then you're not allowed to hit them, and I think it's crazy. Stolarz was amazing. Obviously, he's been playing amazing all year. Very hard to beat, not just because of his size, but his athleticism is incredible, which makes me wonder how long can he keep this up being so large, because injuries happen. Great check here, though. Nice. I love his net drive. Obviously, that's the kind of net drive you want to see from people making over $11 million a year. But, yeah, he's got that. Domi does that a little bit. But great game for him. If anything, I would say that Stolarz won this game for the Leafs. But, there's Boston trying a little bit of the Leafs perimeter play thing, but they also do remember to shoot. Still didn't work. This is Pacioretty getting payback for the butt end of his stick into the ribs of Peeke. What do you mean? What did I do, man? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Nifty new moves by Marner, as usual. But when they remember to shoot, they score. It's amazing how the Toronto Maple Leafs power play is finally clicking now that Austin Matthews isn't playing. Everything they do together when they're all together seems like it has to be perfect. But that certainly wasn't perfect, and Nylander is on the board for another. Again, Stolarz saving the game. And then another one doesn't get through. And that is not a penalty. If you watch the replay of this, Robertson grabs his stick and falls. He should be getting a penalty for holding the stick. However, that worked in the Leafs' favor. That was a beautiful move by Max Domi. He has net drive, that's for sure. But he also doesn't make $11 million a year, so he has less to lose, I guess. And again, Stolar's unbeatable. I mean, how close can you get? All in all, it's a pretty boring game by, two pretty mediocre teams, in my opinion. I don't mean that Toronto's a mediocre team all over, but when you have no money left over for depth, you end up with a pretty mediocre team. What are you going to do about it? This is Boston trying more cross-crease plays, trying to get anything dirty in, which is probably the best thing you can do. Side to side, bounce it in from the crease. But I mean, Stolarz, man, he just puts his legs down and he's covering the whole net. Almost unfair. Doesn't look like much, but now he's got a penalty there for wedging his stick under the hand of the puck carrier. That is always a penalty. Again, how close can you get without scoring? Again. Stolarz has a great ability to get his pad flat on the ice despite being so tall. Beautiful hit. Perfectly clean hit. No need to answer for that. Settle down. Beautiful rush here. This one almost went in, but again, great effort, but there's not a lot of corner available when someone's 6'6". Again, Nylander with a shot and a goal. Hopefully for the Leafs' sakes, they remember that even with Matthews there, it doesn't have to be pretty. They can just shoot. Maybe encourage a little more net drive from the top-paid personnel. Could do them some good, but Stolarz won this game. That's your game, bud.